Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character listener by me. So let's get into it. Scaramouche. Scaramouche was not well equipped to handle someone having a breakdown. He did not know how to handle his own emotions, let alone handle yours. So he would freak out. Quite a lot. And it's not surprising that it happens. It's actually quite expected that it does. But he wants to comfort you so badly. And yet seeing you break down like this, it hurts him. Oh, Ion. Darling, what happened? He asks. But internally he was this close to just screaming. Not at you, but at nothing in particular. Was he going to be able to calm you down? Was there anything he could do to help you? He had no clue. That terrified him. You were crying still, even as you wept at your back gently, whispering words of comfort. It'll be okay, darling. Come on. Don't you cry like that. He says. He's not upset with you for crying, but honestly, Scaramouche feels like if you don't stop crying right now, he might as well just start crying with you, because he has no idea how to fix this. And he feels so guilty. Did he cause this in any way? Was there anything he could have done that he's just not doing? He has no idea. So he holds you, and thankfully, by some miracle, you're actually okay. And you quiet down in the end. Scara? Oh Lord, I I know it was being to you difficult and annoying, but I was going through a lot. I am. Thank you for being here. You tell him, wrapping your arms around him tightly, and he freezes a little bit, going stiff. But then he just lets out a relieved sigh, hugging you closer, bringing you further into his arms. He's just glad that you're okay, that everything's fine, and that you're not hurt. He'll ask for what made you have this outburst, but at the moment, he's simply glad that you've calmed down. Xiao. Much like Scaramouche, she has no idea how to deal with someone else having a breakdown, except instead of freaking out on you. And perhaps he does not feel like crying as Scaramouche as well. It's very different in how he processes this. It's more that he's guilty, upset with himself, frustrated, feeling like he's just frozen in front of you. He feels like nothing he could say or do could be able to fix this. And although he's kind of right, because sometimes you just had to let it all out. And he remembers someone telling him that before. So instead of trying to comfort you, and in a traditional way of telling you to just calm down, stop crying, he doesn't like that. Instead, he gently wraps his arms around you, pulls you close to him, and lets you cry. He lets you let it all out. Your tears, your words, everything you have in your mind, everything that was weighing down on you. He lets you get it out here with him. Because what else was he supposed to do? Tell you to just keep it in? Tell you that it would be best? Tell you that it would be better for you? When he didn't even know what was? He could be there. That's what he could offer, and that's what he knew he'd do. He'd be there for you. That was something he could do and afford. That was something he knew you could not go wrong with. So as he held you, he just whispered sweet nothings to you and told you, I'll be there for you, Ion. I promise. No matter what it is, I'll always be here. I'll always be by your side, and I'll always support you. You don't have to tell me anything, but at the very least, I need you to know that very well. Alright, darling. And once you nod, He smiles proudly at you. He's proud of you. He may be crying, he may be struggling, but you're fighting with him. And that's what matters. That's what he cares about. Venti. Venti would be very good at this. He was a natural at it, somehow. And when he saw you, crying and curling up out of nowhere, he had no idea what the original cause of this was. He just kept calm throughout, and decided that since someone was breaking down already, he had to be the stable support here, and just held your hand, squeezing your palm gently, and he stayed quiet until you were a little bit calmer, until you were just nibbling, and then, and only then, did he allow himself to hold you close. He didn't want to make you flinch away or be uncomfortable. He wanted to do this at your own pace. And so, as you started to cry again, once you were fully wrapped in his arms, he shushed you gently, rocking you back and forth. It's okay, Wayan. You're okay. I don't know what happened, and you haven't been telling me. But it's fine. Whatever it is, we'll sort it out together. I promise you. And you'll be okay. Nothing bad's going to happen. You've got to trust me, alright? He says, and though he has no idea whether it's working or not, soon he gets his answer. Once you go quiet, hugging him tighter and burying your face into his neck. Thank you. I needed you so much. I know I'm so frustrating to deal with, but sometimes I don't know what to say, and I'm scared of being a burden, and yet I end up being one in the end. Shh, he whispers, shaking his head. You're not a burden, Wayan, and you'll never be one to me. Don't you say that. I just care about you, and you care about me too. And part of loving someone and caring about them is being with them when they're sad, when they need you. You're not a burden for that, and you're never going to be.